Dear students, today we shall study a small passage taken from the autobiography of Roald Amundsen, My Life as an Explorer. One day, two of the boys and I were standing on the deck when one of them exclaimed, "Here is a caribou." He pointed to a small black object just on the skyline of one of the encircling hills. There were three members, two boys, and Roald Amundsen himself was standing on the deck. Deck is the floor of the ship. When one of them declared, exclaimed means declared, "There is a caribou." Caribou is a reindeer. He pointed to a small black object. He just pointed to a small black object which was very far from them on the skyline of one of the encircling hills. Encircling hills means surrounding hills. The other man, who had the best vision of the three, looked steadfastly at the black object for a moment and then turned to his companion and said, the other man also looked at that black object steadfastly means very firmly. He looked at that black object and he turned back to his companions and said, that caribou walks on two legs. Usually caribou reindeer is having four legs, but this caribou was having two legs. Sure enough, close scrutiny confirmed his quick perception that this was not a caribou but an Eskimo. Very soon, they understood the close scrutiny. Scrutiny means the examination confirmed his quick perception that this was not the caribou but it was an Eskimo. Some other two-legged caribous joined the first until five figures were outlined against the sky. Very soon, other two-legged caribous also joined them, and total they were five. Then they advanced towards us in a body. Then they all together advanced means proceeded towards them. I sent the two boys for their rifles, and then the three of us advanced to meet them. Then Amundsen sent two boys to take the rifles, and all together three of them proceeded to meet them. I was in the lead, and behind me came my little army of two. Amundsen was leading his small army of two members with him. As the Eskimos neared us, we could see they were all armed with bows and arrows. When they reached near the Eskimos, they found that they were also having bows and arrows. It began to look like a ticklish situation. This began to look like a ticklish. Ticklish means very problematic situation. We had no way of knowing whether their intentions were friendly or hostile. Hostile means unkind or unfriendly. Amundsen and his team were not able to understand their intentions, whether they are friendly or unfriendly with them. Certainly, they were equipped for war, but it was sure that they were equipped for war. They were ready for war with their bows and arrows. However, there was nothing to do but meet them face to face. The only thing was there to meet them face to face. The two parties proceeded to within about 15 paces and then halted. Both the parties moved at least 15 paces means steps and then halted. Halted means stopped. I then turned to my army and instructed them ostentatiously to throw their rifles on the ground. Ostentatiously means deliberate display or just for show off. Amundsen instructed his army, his companions, to throw their rifles on the ground, and then turned to Eskimos. Their leader, seeing this specific move, imitated it by turning to his followers and uttering a command. Eskimos leader, seeing this specific means peaceful move, imitated it by turning to his followers. Then the leader of Eskimos also turned towards his followers and uttering a command. He gave them some command. They obeyed by throwing their bows and arrows on the ground. They also threw their bows and arrows on the ground. I was unarmed and advanced towards them. Now, Roald Amundsen was unarmed. He was having no tools with him, no rifle, nothing with him, and he proceeded towards them. The Eskimo leader also came out alone. Eskimos leader also moved towards Amundsen all alone. It is remarkable how accurately two men can communicate who do not speak a word of a common language and whose whole experience of life seems utterly separated from each other's. Now here it is very remarkable that two men both can communicate with each other who do not know each other's language, do not speak a word of common language, and whose whole experience of life seems utterly separated from each other. They were completely different from each other. They were not knowing each other's language. Their lifestyles were completely different from each other. Expressions of the face, nods and shakes of the head, gestures and tones of the voice convey meaning with astonishing accuracy. Now, standing in front of each other, they were understanding each other by the nods, by the shakes, by the facial expressions and tones, and very accurately they were understanding each other. By these means, I quickly convinced the Eskimo leader that I wished to be his friend. Now, by his expressions, Roald Amundsen could make Eskimos leader understand that he wanted to be his friend, and he reciprocated my wish. Reciprocated means repay someone's action in similar way. In similar way, Eskimos leader also showed his wish. Soon we were all friendly, and I invited them down to our ship. In June 1928, aged 25, Amundsen was traveling in a plane on a rescue mission when it disappeared. Amundsen and the rest of the crew were never seen again. In June 1928, when he was just 55 years old, he was traveling in a plane on a rescue mission, and after that the plane was disappeared. He himself and rest of the crew members were never seen again. Thank you.